mic was muted. What's up, everybody? Jester here. We are back in Conan Exiles. We're just going to be doing some random stuff tonight. It is a cold night here in the Midwest. Snowing outside. Seemed like a pretty good idea to kind of just take a chill night. And yeah, it kind of looks like we're not going to be working till Wednesday or Thursday now. I'm sorry. Because the brutal cold's coming in behind the snow. And we're privately owned. So they kind of, number one, don't think many people are going to come out, which is probably true. And number two, it's just dangerously cold. So if that gives us an opportunity to do this tonight, and then maybe tomorrow we'll start working on the videos, and then probably Wednesday same. So we'll see how it all goes. Videos are happening this week for the first time in a while. Ooh, Luffy. Let's go over there real quick. We just got to take him the stuff. It won't take but a moment. Let's wait off the debuff there. Now we've got a protector. Who cares? Wait a minute. That's weird. Hang on. Oh, we had another. Probably going to go farm some more black ice out of Frost Temple. We did have a horn already. Okay, good. Good. And we already have some brimmy. All right, let's just, this won't take but a second. We just have to drop it off. And then we can head wherever we want to go. We'll kind of look at the map here in a second. I'll show you. I want to go looking in a couple areas. Like, I've kind of given up on decay farming because there's just not many builds here, and the two that we were really heavy watching are absolutely reset. So someone is actively resetting those. And we're done with Luffy for the next 8 hours. We ended up getting our last Luffy's pretty good. The one that's following us right now, he's not bad. He's not what I want, but he's not bad. You see, he's got 60 strength. So he ends fights pretty quickly. His vitality could be better, though. Like, that's when he was leveling, we had him on grilled steak. And he still only got to that number, so... and again, I think it'd be a little different if you could re-roll the companion characters. All right, let's head up to shit. That's gonna take us somewhere we don't want to go. We didn't. Oh, it's at Stargazers. I was going to go to Purge Base. All right, we'll have to sit here and wait for a few minutes. I wish there was a potion or something I could make to get rid of this debuff. But I don't think there is. I have trouble calling it taint. So yeah, we'll go down and around, and we'll go up near the Devil's Mouth or whatever they call it, and see if there's any builds up that way. I'm not against building in the snow, but that area is pretty small. I don't think that's going to be good. We can't really build in the north because of meteorites. We're lucky that our you know what? Let's just go up and farm the black ice. Since we're already at a 99 on our tainted, we might as well just go up there and get it over with. I can't fast travel right now. Drives me nuts. He's doing it more and more here lately, too. Usually you step out of it, you step back in, and it's good. But yeah, it's kind of sad. All the spots that I really want to farm, or I really want to build, are just very taken. Oh my God, come on. We just looked around again up here just for like a brief moment. And that the building at the very bottom down there was, the small one was decayed. We got in there, there was nothing in there. Zero. So it wasn't a good decay farm. All right, let me fast travel, please. Oh, for the love of God. Let's do this. We'll reload. There we go. It's really weird that Studio's telling me that I've got issues with the stream. But the stream looks good. Okay, well, whatever. Let's head up to Temple of Frost, and we'll wait out the debuff here. We built this in a pretty good spot, it looks like. It's not affected by the meteorites. That could change in a moment. Excuse me. You're really going to show me your butt? Wait, was that you? Oh, crap. I forgot. Reloading, you have to... Did you just click? Good Lord. Hopefully he's still here. We reload. There he is. Okay. We don't even have a taint on us right now. Kind of accurate. We got to get up north if we're going to farm it. That way it's just done and we don't have to deal with it again. Yeah, I forgot to set him. Okay, well, we don't have the debuff anymore. Interesting. Now, Lufay must have spawned outside. Oh, fuck. I can't do anything about it. That's terrifying. I think we got a little glitch here, because that's definitely still, the debuff tainted is still active. It just doesn't show up. It's okay. We expected it to be here. We're not in a hurry. We got all night. Oh, how was everybody's weekend? Yesterday, I thought about coming on at the end of that long day, but I was pretty sore, pretty tired. So we took it easy. Didn't do much of anything last night. But like I said, we did get us a fairly decent Lufay. He's not perfect by any stretch. It seems to me that we're getting strength almost every time as a good growth chance, and then it's almost always grit as the second one. You would think that that would RNG a little bit to where it could mix it up, where we'd finally see one that had the strength and agility perks that we wanted. But we have not seen that yet. So, yeah, I'm hoping. Yeah, it's a 25-hour cycle. And let's be honest, it's going to be longer than that. I'd say typically it takes me about 30 hours to get a new Lufay. And that's with 24 hours of waiting that you can't do anything on the quest. Personally, I think that once you've done the quest in the way that they intended, you should be able to do it. Just bang, bang, bang. And if that's what you want to spend your time doing, this constant 24 or 8-hour cooldown timers, ridiculous. A bit on the ridiculous side. But hey, what do you know? It is what it is. All right, how are we doing here? We're still not doing very well. Yeah, it's definitely the debuff is there. It's just not showing up. We're also ridiculously heavy right now because we've got build materials, quite a bit of them. And we also went through here once for some black ice because I think we're going to build in black ice. I really like the look of the black ice build set. And I've only ever built with it on creative. I've never done it in, actual online play. So it'd be pretty good, I think, to have and use. And then we'll probably run down from here. We'll see if we can pick up a little star metal or something just for shiggles. That was at basically 10 o'clock, which puts it at 6 a.m. before we can do anything else with Luffy. That's awesome. Come on. Get us back to health so we can just go get this done. I'm pretty sure we stacked him with food. Yeah. He's got plenty of food for now. He is rocking a momentum. I discovered something, though. The difference between the advanced weapon damage kit and the master weapon fitting is actually less about health damage and a lot more about armor pen. The weapon fitting, it goes from like 27 AP to 39. And health damage only goes down, or health damage goes to 90. With the advanced weapon damage kit, you stay at the base level of armor pen for the weapon, but you go to health damage 91. So for me, it's a no-brainer at this point to take 1 point less health damage and get like 12 more points of armor pen. I'll explain all that in the video coming up. I went and got, it's funny, I went to a Dollar General today to try to get a new notebook. I write a lot of things down, sometimes random things, sometimes ideas, sometimes little sketches or something, just for structure when it comes to making a video. And I'm out of paper for the most part. There we go. All right, broski. You want to play that way? I'll have Luffy kick your ass. While I regen some health. Hit him, Luffy. Goodbye. All right, let's head into Temple of Frost. There will be some black ice out here. Not a lot, but a little bit. And then there'll be a lot on the inside. Also a couple of legendary chests, so who knows? Keep your fingers crossed. May pick up another momentum. We may end up getting full inventory here as well. We'll have to throw out all the ice we're getting. The last load, I actually put a fridge full of ice. So I've got tons of ice sitting over at Purge Base right now. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pieces of ice. So whatever we might need that for in the future, that won't be a problem. As you can see, we've got almost 18K. I don't know, you're sure that's going to be enough. Hello, Snarly. It's actually kind of funny because I was afraid of this place for so long. All right, so a lot of the stuff we'll pick up on the way back out. We want to get down and get the black ice on the left as quick as possible. He is not aggroed. As soon as I go into him, what the Yeah, see, now all of a sudden he's like, oh, hey, he's in a menu. Let's go get him. Not that it matters. This is a very easy dungeon. Damn it. Luffy, get out of the way. Very easy dungeon. Bro, shut up. Wow. It did almost no damage, but very much knockbacky. All right, this is where we start to mine. Get him, Luffy. And we'll take it all. Like we need a lot. It's like 15 per piece to build with black ice. Load after load after load of black ice is required. Right, this is where we get a good majority of it, and then down below on this side, we'll get another good majority. We'll kill the bosses and everything, but mostly we're just here for this. It's a little tricky. That doesn't look like black ice, but it is. So we're kind of hoping for somewhere in the over 30K range if we can carry it. We get full and we've already gotten rid of all of our ice. I don't know what we're going to do. We'll probably just leave. We can only carry what we can carry. We got to have the other stuff to build the other things. There's also some hidden spots that I don't know if everybody knows about. It's got some. So we'll show you all of those on the way out for the most part. You know, tomorrow might be a good day for the long dark. I don't know. A little variety wouldn't kill me. The event farming is running down though, so we need to stay on top of that because I want to have 6 or 8 of those truncheons. That way we won't need to go farm cess truncheon or anything like that. Or, I mean, look, the steel ones that we can get are pretty darn good anyway. All right, off we get. Just a piece. Let's kill these guys first, and then we'll head down and get the dragon. Damn. I got honed. All right, let's do that. 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 Those aren't legendary chests, so no. Well, there'll be black ice in them though. So let's go ahead and pick those up. Or there could be black ice in them. Doo 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 doo. This is the forge, right? Yeah, it's smithy. Oh, that's just for those. Okay, yeah, I'm not too concerned about that. Why not? If we're going to be building a home base, we might as well think about getting some deco. So this is one of the little hidden spots where you can get some. And then we're going to go down this way. So we can get these pieces. All right. Get them, Luffy. Beat them up. I'll get the black ice. Lots of that stuff down here. And then there's not a whole lot more, I don't think, in the other two rooms. All right, Luffy's doing fine. You missed me, buddy. All right, nothing good in that loot chest. Here we go. Goodbye, sir. We'll get another skelly key out of him. Yep. And let's get out of here. A little more black ice on the way out. But I do think that black ice set looks really cool. It's also one of the more flex, I guess, is the best way to put it. Flex kind of sets to build with because it requires the extra ingredient. Which means you had to put in the time to do this, which is, you know, I've done funner things than just sit and farm black ice, but it's not unfun. Frost Temple absolutely used to scare the crap out of me. I thought we were going to come in here and just freeze to death. As it turns out, just with warm food, you're fine for the most part. Some parts get pretty cold in here, but like down there is pretty cold if you don't have warmer gear. Champion's gear's nice because it's got perks. It's actually good in hot and cold. All right, we're going to go across the hall. We're going to farm that area. I think that's the Yeti. And then we'll go farm the main boss, and then we will show you where the other stuff is at. I told you to attack the Yeti, and you just abandoned the Yeti. All I can see is the Yeti's ass. I can't see. Health bar. All right, you got him now? I can get the black ice out of these guys. Ah, okay. We're getting there now. We should be fine to get the rest of the black ice out of here with these spots being gone. For whatever reason, regular ice only stacks to 100. Black ice stacks to 500. I'm just going to get rid of that and you. Okay. We got plenty of room now. There's the Yeti. Let's beat him up. And we'll go on to the last fight. I want to find a place to build this home, man. Like, that's something I could work on tomorrow, like, a lot. Just something chill, super, like, just kind of sit and think it out and keep building until it's done. Well, I mean, is a build ever really done? Always going to be some tweaks and stuff that can happen. Holy balls, don't get in that corner. They all came running. Everybody aggroed. All right, that's the end of those guys. Maybe we will just go to Noob River. I don't know. I don't want to. I was looking at Sinners and I thought about, okay, let's just do it at Sinners again. And I don't want to. Like, variety, man. I want to build in a biome I haven't built in before. That's pretty much it. There might have been another legendary chest with the Yeti. I don't care. Let's get down and get the rest of the black ice, and let's get to, I don't know, searching, I guess, for now. The event farming goes through the 21st. I've got a couple of days more off, it looks like, so that'll be easy to do another time. So the easiest way to get to these is to come around this way. And voila, there's a couple of chests, and there's more black ice. We just have to keep an eye on the regular ice. Probably have to dump it off, so we've got a few spaces left to us. More black ice. We'll keep an eye as to how much we've got. Then basically this side over here has got a lot more. And then I think we're about done. Yeah, we're well over 30K. That's going to be super well over 30K. That's a good thing. I don't know what that translates to as far as how many pieces we can build, but that's a really good start. Over 33K. That'll be cool. probably have a couple of guys to fight on the way out the door. Animation lock there. And that happens a lot in this game. Usually, if you're playing on controller, you can kind of roll your character out of it. Like, not this kind of roll, but like that kind of joystick roll. Shit, we missed a little. I think we're out of inventory again. We didn't pick up any more black ice with that. And we picked up ice, but not black ice, which means we had under 100 in one stack. So, yeah, that's why that happened. Not a big deal. We still got around 35K. That's a lot. That should be well enough to get us going, if not finished. Oh, yeah, they're all respawning. Let's just, I'm not interested. Blah, yourself, buddy. Busy, busy, busy. Not scared, busy. All right. I guess we can just run down from here, back over towards Gazers, and then we'll head up towards, what is it, Devil's Mouth or whatever it is? Devil's Maw. The volcano entrance. We still have yet to go in the volcano on this playthrough. We don't even have our explosive arrows, so let's not do that. Let's just head down to Stargazers via portal. Oh shit, it's on that side though. My bad. We can go down this way. And then around to the left. It's funny because usually anything that comes up here gets destroyed within a day or two. We built way up here around this corner. This has been weeks ago, so we're not hit with a meteor yet. All right, to Gazers. And again, we'll have to wait off the debuff, but it shouldn't be too bad this time. So from here, we'll go down the hill and to the left, and that'll put us up towards Devil's Maw. I don't think there's enough room up there, but I haven't been up that way, so I don't know if there's any builds or anything else. Oh, my bones get achy when it gets this cold. Happens every darn year. You know what? We could probably just leave, if I'm being honest, because my suit will eventually pull that, and it won't be a big deal. So let's just go. We'll look back up at that at some point and be like, holy crap, it's just gone. So yeah, we're gonna run up this way and check it out. I don't think it's probably gonna be a viable option, but this area looked kind of okay for a potential base, but we are heading towards the pocket. All right. Let's get up into the snow and just see what we see. I haven't been this way at all, so we'll get some new discoveries of areas, I suppose. Build over there. All right, well, let's go. Wow, that's a really close catapult. I saw the ghost get up in here. Where is there something in here? Nah, it doesn't really matter. I want to go look at this build real quick. All right, that's the one that goes to the other backside of where we were. Something I don't know. People on this server have just built a lot of bases. Like I'm noticing the same names a lot. And you can tell that they're not really playing. And the reason I can make that statement is their timers will be at like 240. All right. Like you'll see their timer, it'll be down to, it'll get all the way down to like in the 80s. And then I start paying attention to them. And then within a day, they pop back up to like the 230, 240 range, which means and then it gets back down to the 80. So they're not renewing those timers during the middle of those times, which means they're just popping on to renew timers. I'm not sure how I feel about that. If you're not going to actively play on a server, should you take up good real estate? I don't know. Now, you have every right to. I'm not saying you can't. I wouldn't be against a snow base spot. There'd be lots of fur up here. And black ice would look excellent in the snow. I just want some semi-flat ground to do it with moderate changes that we can kind of negotiate. Because I want to incorporate the terrain and not just make it all foundations. That's my goal. I will see how it plays out, but yeah, we're getting up closer to the mall here, and I don't believe this is a star metal area, so I think you can safely build here. If anybody is in chat and knows any different, please let me know before we start building a mega base. All right, there's the maw. Somebody's got something over there. So they just renewed that timer not long ago. I bet you there's a shit ton of room in the volcano. I don't want to build down in the middle of that, even though that would be really good terrain to build in. I've decided that I guess it's okay if we're kind of off the beaten track. But again, I'm looking for fairly flat ground. Small, moderate fluctuations are okay, where we can go up a block or something or not even deal with it. But I want to have like castle walls, and then everything's kind of on the inside in its own building. So we're talking about a pretty good perimeter, really big perimeter. And then we'll have all the room in the world to be like, hey, here's our smeltery. hey, here's our armor's place. Kind of like I did on the creative mode save or the single player save. Well, it's really both. See, this is a pretty good area, really. Beautiful mountain view. We could come up and we could put our tower back here someplace that goes up. And then walls coming off of that come down. I don't want it to be real accessible for people. I just don't trust people. Problem is I'm too picky. I've got something specific in my head and I'm like, I don't want to settle. And I feel like if we did all that, that this is kind of settling. But from what I've seen, everybody's resetting their timers. That's on here. All the big bases, the ones that would be worth the cave farming or in the best locations, they're renewing the timers. I wouldn't want to overlook their base. It's way up there, but that's the one we checked out, yeah. So I don't know, guys. Let's I'll tell you what, let's go over to Savannah. We've never thought about Savannah before. Let's walk over that way and see if there's something we could put in. That'd give us pretty good access to El Mayera. Lots of hides over there. It wouldn't be a bad place for a main base. Let's see who's built there. We haven't been in the Savannah for ages. We got a ways to go to get there. What would be our fastest route here? Honestly, our fastest route might be to go to the portal and head to Sinners. If I'm being honest. That's a long stride from here. This is the spot that other base was in the other night that we hit and didn't have anything but like 15 scraps, but it was right over there. So that is some open land mass, and we could block the path going towards the Devil's Maw, but that would be an asshole move. Let's go check that guy's build and see how many hours he's got on it. See if he's still... Oh, I checked that one earlier. It's Vendetta Factor. This looks new up here. I don't remember this. This has probably got 230 hours plus on it. It looks brand new. Oh, no. No, this has been here a while. Long time to go. Still like 4 or 5 days before it decays. So let's not get our hopes up. This one I want gone. 142 hours. Three days, something like that. This one is still pretty up there. And then there was one that was right here on the corner. That's the one I told you we broke into, and there was just a wheel there. Like it was literally just a wheel. There was no boxes, no nothing. No teleporter either, so that's just very weird. This teleporter's new. That's within the last few days. Who is that? right, I guess we'll head down to Sinners. We'll have to wait off the debuff real quick, and then we'll head up to Savannah. You know, that wouldn't be a bad spot to have a portal anyway, so maybe Savannah is the right move. Hang on just a second here. Pull that down. We don't have anything closer, right? I mean, technically Purge Base is closer. So let's just do that. I don't remember the layout in Savannah, but that could be a really cool place to build. It'll be beautiful, lush, probably pretty sunny all the time. It's, I believe that's well out of the sandstorm. It's near the raid base. There'll be lots of heavy leather there, so we can. There's not much brimstone, but whatever. I mean, whatever. We're also not far, if we do Savannah, from the lake, and then also from like the new Asagarth area. But we've got a portal that puts us up at the north, whatever that is, North Aqueduct. So we might do a couple of more Lufes, and then potentially we might go get a Freya just to see. I don't like Freya's quest line. It's a little too convoluted. Compared to how Lufe's is way more straightforward and easy, kind of stays in the same area. You got to go all over hell to get a Freya. Like, you end up in the volcano at one point, which is not a big problem, but at the same time, you got to go to the fucking volcano. Yeah, it's time for us to make a main base on this server. I'm looking forward to the build. I'm looking forward to seeing how it comes out. I've got an idea of what I want to do. We'll kind of play it by ear. I want it to be large, but with purpose. Like, I don't want there to just be a ton of wasted space. All right, we're going to start our run. Let's go, Luffy. We'll run across this guy's base. It's supposedly PvP enabled. But the funny thing is that he turned on PvP in this area. Or he's got a PvP thing that you can turn it on, even in a PvE server, but you have to accept. And if the timer is any less than 240, you know he's not there. So, like, it's kind of pointless. At least that's what I've found. Now, see, this looks... Oh, that's the community. That's the one that's built over where we really want to build. But if we cut through here, it'll say something to the extent of PvP enabled. When you go look at his base, it's like 40 hours since renewed. And I hate when people cut off natural resources, but whatever. We'll, since we're heading that way and there's buildings in the way, we'll double check them for decay farming. I'm a monster, guys. I love decay farming. I'm an absolute monster. It's stuff that's just going to go away if somebody doesn't take it. I mean, I'm being honest about that. Still a lot of hours there. Why there's a portal here, I don't know. Oh, I guess it's the upside of the den. Okay. Okay, I'll accept it. That's that same guy. So he's down to 142 hours. And this one's built. All right, so Danger Noodle's getting down there. That's a couple of days. This one comes up, if it comes up. I am finding, like I said, a lot of the time people are just renewing at the last minute. But I assume there's probably going to be some stuff here. A brothel, really. Well, that's somebody with an imagination. If it was a real brothel, you'd put dancers in each of the beds and put them in their skivvies. That's what I'd do. Put double beds in there and put a dancer in each one. That'd be funny. All right, let's keep moving. We'll keep an eye on Danger Noodle. I'm pretty sure Danger Noodle has something up near Stargazers too, so we'll have to keep an eye out for that as well. Never really looked at Savannah as a build location. I mean, there are things there that would be useful. There's feline pelt, there's elephant hide. Yeah, the person that helped me learn the game was adamant that decay farming is fun. They come from a PvP background, but they were right. It's fun. Keeping an eye on stuff. And I can appreciate it. Yeah, I don't need to go check that one. Let's get over Savannah and take a peek. See, I don't usually do it until I'm in a slightly better spot where I can make plenty of boxes and actually loot the place. We'll check this one, though, just to see who it is. I also want to investigate how vaults work. Because you can transfer stuff to another server, if I'm not mistaken, via vaults. So I kind of want to play around with that mechanic a little bit. I've never looked into it. All right, we should be nearing the Savannah now. Savannah now. We could call it our Lion King base. Someday, son, all of this will be yours. We'll probably want to put it over a little more near to Myra. We wouldn't want to impose on Pride Rock there, so. Oh, I guess we haven't explored all of the Savannah. I kind of knew that already, but see, this is also pretty flat. We can put walls and we'll be fine. I don't hate this location at all. This looks like that guy's stuff. We were using his portals for a while until we got ours. Oh, that's the raid base. This land is always claimed. What's built set as that? That's interesting. I mean, not that we need leather or thick leather or anything like that, but we still could, if we bring brimstone to this location, we could pretty easily have a steel fire factory here. Lots and lots of pelts. Maybe if we came over this way. Beat him up, Luffy. Beat him up. Thank you. This is a lot of very flat ground. And I want it to be pretty much enclosed. I don't want to butt up against something like that. Is there any spawns up there? Let's make sure we're not going to screw with any spawns. Well, there is that. Ooh, so we could do a sorcery thing like right here. And we would have plenty of people to come and get and put on. Oh, okay. Bro, leave me alone. I kind of like this location, if I'm being honest. We could build our sacrificial stones right here and just be able to yoink people straight away. I see. How many sorcerers are in here? Good Lord. There's two, at least two. Maybe a third one. And then we've got all that area down there that we could do stuff in. So much room for activities. The problem is we want to build in black ice, and I don't know how that's going to look here in this particular area. And then we have to decide how much space we actually need. I don't like that rock being there. I don't know how we would incorporate that as a feature of our build. Who's mad? Oh, you mad. I just walked through there and you weren't there. Look, buddy. Like I said, plenty of kitty pelt, plenty of all of it. Like, we'd be in good shape here. But if we built it and then we had that going up, let me see how close we can get to that edge. Let's put our construction hammer back down here. So we would have to have a room. And this works for the most part. I just don't like that stone. Other than that, we could just have our little nook here and it would be fantastic. What I think we're going to do is we're going to build a couple, like, we're going to do like watchtowers on the outsides. What's up, Patea? We're looking for a home place, a home base place. I'm trying to decide if I want to spend the time being up here in the savannah. There's plenty of open room down in New River that I'm just not interested in. I just don't want to be there. We took a look at a few things that are decay farming. Nothing's up just yet. Oh, I know what we could do. Let's just, for shiggles here. Wait, why can't I build in black ice? Oh, God. I forgot it was insulated wood. We don't have any insulated wood. Oh, balls. I forgot all about that. I love this set, though. It looks so good. We could just do reinforced stone. It would look fine. And then we've just got all this black ice for no good reason. 30,000 black ice for no good reason. It's not a bad location. It'll most likely never storm here. Like I said, we could set up the sorcerer's room up here. And just have our benches there, come running out, pick people up, sacrifice them there, and we've got a little blood and soul factory. I need to write down all the buildings that we really, well, look at that, how that dumps down. It's going to look awkward. And I feel like I'm going to end up having to put it all on foundations, and that's not what I want to do. I kind of, yeah, let's move it. This spot's here, I guess. I'm not all that into it. I'm never going to find a place that I'm super happy with. It's just the way it is. Maybe there's something right around the corner. It's not that I don't like the area. It's the configuration of it. No, that puts us back out in the desert. That's not where we want to build. That's putting us back over. Yeah. Oh, bother. Oh, well, let's keep running around, look for some decay. I haven't been in this area for a little while. Kind of the middle of the map. What in the hell's going on over here? Huh. It's pretty good size. I mean, it's to walk it would be quite a while, or run it would be quite a while. I would say it's smaller than GTA 5, but not by a whole lot. But definitely smaller than GTA 5. It's hard to compare those two map sizes. Uh, I was just trying to think of that comparison. Each biome's about the size of a region. Or let's say each biome in Long Dark is kind of, I'd say roughly about the size of Unnamed City here. But you travel faster in this one than you do Long Dark, so you get through it quicker. A lot of freaking hyenas there. Hang on, I'm not trying. Oh, shit. I'm not trying to kite things. Hang on. Let's just kill them all. All right. Wasn't trying to get anybody's thralls killed. All right, so that's a couple of days from being up. Doesn't look like there's much of anything here. Luffy just went zooming. This way. Yeah, I would say the unnamed city region is probably as big as any of the regions in TLD. It's just that, again, you travel, like the walking speed in this is a lot faster than TLD. So you can get through it quite a bit quicker. But as far as the area goes, I would give it that comparison. So maybe I can't, maybe 12 or so regions would be the size of this map. Maybe 15 regions in TLD. I was thinking about starting a new run tomorrow night. It's supposed to snow all day tomorrow here. And I thought, well, why not get into a snowy mess in TLD? Not quitting on the other run, just starting a new one. I mean, I haven't touched TLD in months now. So we may get in there and just die. Hard to say. Gotta be honest, people are extremely creative. This is a good looking build. And still got some time, so yeah, that was something I think that we'll probably do. Lots of vaults here, so yeah. All right, now we got to get out of this damn build. Get back on our merry. I'm probably stuck here because people. Yeah, I'm stuck here because of people. The way they build. I love people. All right, we'll do this the easy way. We'll just jump out. This should be over by, this is that F5 build or whatever it was. It's right over by Summoning Place, and it's gotten bigger. It's gotten bigger. He's now put in this area that you have to walk through. At least it's a pass through though, so I can't really complain. But this section here wasn't there. So he has all but taken over this entire area of the map. Like, this is ridiculously big. He's all but cut us off from Summoning Place. Which is over there. We're going to go around that corner and back that way because there was a little pyramid build over there that I don't think is going to be there. Well, maybe. Who knows? People are weird, man. They build something like this and then they don't play the game anymore, but PC. I'm on Steam. Official server 1513. Yeah, no, I mean, it looks good. And it's open, so I can't complain that he has cut off, people's paths. Or the player. I shouldn't say he. It could be a girl. That's just a really, really big one. At some point, that's kind of all you have left in this game is building your main base, your big old main base. That's still Vendetta Factory. Here's that pyramid that was going up a while ago. I haven't been down here on this side for a minute. And then we would go down around this corner. I mean, who knows what you could hide in something like that? There could be all kinds of nooks and crannies in that thing. That's new. Holy crap, that's new. So we do have active players. That's good. At 2:39, they have reset that timer within the last hour, so they're on. This is putting me down where I don't want to be, but we'll get back over to centers. Yeah, centers is back that way, I'm pretty sure. That's okay. We're kind of just looking for stuff to loot anyway. We'll come down here. There's one that I've kind of halfway been keeping an eye on. Ooh, that's a little over tomorrow. We see anything in there? It looks empty as shit. It looks empty as hell. And I've not seen another base with that name on it, so probably not worth the time to be like, yeah, let's set up the raid. We'll keep a real close, no. It's funny to me, though, that with the decay farming, usually the most innocuous builds, like the most unassuming builds, are usually where people are hiding their good stuff. It's not always the big giant main base. A lot of times you'll see people that have these big giant bases, but you don't, and you might even see like some equipment in them, but you go to a smaller deal and they've got like these big squares. And you go in these big squares and they've just got box after box after box of stuff stored away. That's how it was on 1520. That's how the first one was here. Of course, the one here was nowhere near as looted as, or as good loot as the one on 1520 was. The one on 1520 completely changed our playthrough. Boxes of thralls, boxes and boxes of star metal, boxes of blood and souls, boxes of scraps, and yeah, it was a hell of a score. And it was just this big giant cube up at Stargazers. But I knew there was stuff in it. I knew there was stuff in it. Like somehow I just was like, yeah, that's gonna have stuff in it. So this little build here keeps fluctuating on its timer. Let's see what it does. We're right around the corner from our small little Center's refuge base. $144. Here, let me go show you the spot that I found that I thought about building in, but I don't want to build on Noob River. I mean, honestly, we could build something like over in here. There's plenty of room. And then we'd be really close to like Aloe and... Oh, Stargazer's Crest. It's a location. It's kind of like the entryway into the Star Metal portion of the game. The Star Metal starts spawning just north of Stargazers, and the meteors are really beautiful, viewable from that location. When they do hit, you can find them or see them. And then up that way is also kind of the entry to Black Ice and a lot of the higher end stuff. So over here is a lot of wide open flat space. I mean, a lot of wide open flat space. This could be a good spot with one exception, and that is that this nest is just here. And it's just going to be there. I think we can keep it from respawning, but I don't think we can get rid of it. So like if we built around it, I don't think we could do anything with it. You know, like, does that make sense? So that limits the amount of space we would have there. But not by a lot. We could build up to butt into this. Because I'm pretty sure sunset's like that way. So we could build out this way and go all the way to the water. There was a build here at one point. It was just a guy that had a platform that went all the way over to that other island, or way out there. This dude named it Asmongold. But this base has been gone for a while, so I assume these thralls will disappear soonish, I would think. This guy just had a platform that had, just on top of it, no walls, no nothing. Had his higher tier crafting benches and everything up there. And somebody got to the decay on it before I could. Yeah, but this is also what they call Noob River. And it's not very adventurous of us to think that we're just going to... What we probably should do is go make insulated wood so that we can build in black ice. But I guess if we're going to build down here, we don't have to do black ice. It's just that this is right in the middle of that. And I want to be connected to water so we've got easy access fishing. Like, you know me, Patea, you know that I always look for places that are going to be useful. Like, it's one thing to find a good scenic location and build in it, but I'm a huge fan and proponent of useful builds. Like, don't just build something that's just taking up space. Well, if we're going to do that, it's going to be a day or two before I can do anything with black ice because, yeah, it's a process to make the insulated wood, and I don't have much because it's not usually something you use, but it is, I think, one of the prettiest build sets, maybe even the prettiest in the base game. Reinforced stone's not bad, but I would need copious amounts of insulated wood if we wanted to build in black ice, which is what I wanted to do, and I forgot about the insulated wood thing. So let's see, reinforced stone. Looks like this, and the inside looks like that. It doesn't look bad at all. It kind of looks castle-y. I can't build a black ice because I didn't have any insulated wood on me, but it's got a slightly different, more of like a checkerboard type interior pattern that looks really nice as well. But yeah, like I want it to be a working base. I don't just want to take up space. And I guess this wouldn't be a horrific spot to do it. We'd have access to water right there. We could build out to the water. Let's go on down a little bit just to see what we see. Let's put our camera back in. This is a definite possibility, though. It's Noob River, man. Like, I've built down here before. I kind of wanted to do something different. But when you're playing on a public official server, you kind of have to take the spaces you can take. $135 hours on this build. Maybe something just over here. That would give us, if we put something... Oh. You guys are so confused. Storm coming in. We wouldn't be out of the sandstorm over here, but this isn't a bad spot. Look how flat this is. And we could build right up to the water. We could get our way when it comes to not having to do all the foundations. Oh, you can't hear the beats? Hang on a second. We're probably going to be in the storm here, but I shouldn't die. Oh, it's really low. My bad. Huh, what happened here? Wait one. Wait one. Wait one. Okay, so I don't know that it was the volume then. For some reason, the entire damn thing was not in my mixer. Okay, that's interesting. Sorry about that. Whoa, we're not actually in the storm here. I think we just found our spot, guys. With the exception of this little mound that I don't know how we're going to handle. I think we may have just found our spot. Because we can always build up next to that and drag those two people for sacrifices. I'm not seeing any nests. Except for that one. Damn it. Damn it. And then there's another two people there we could drag. Yeah, any way you look at it, I want access to water. That way we've got fishing. Are you people really chasing Lufang? You know what you're walking into? That's what you're walking into. And one of those to boot. So now we're getting into a little more of the deserty area. Yeah, I don't know. There's lots of those little camps like that we could get thralls for sacrifice. How he didn't turn that into the world's biggest bathtub, I will never know. Because I would have turned that into the world's largest bathtub. A huge public bathhouse. Can you hear the tunes now? Oh, Patea, what'd you think of the Super Bowl last week? How god awful was that? I don't want to be sandwiched between their builds. So we could start it like right here. How do you not hear the tunes? It's showing up now. I don't want to be pressed on his build. Yeah, I don't think anybody in the world saw that coming. I mean, the Chiefs could have lost and it would have been fine. My only disappointment is they just didn't show up. They just did not even show up. It was almost like they're the entitled brats that the country's been calling them. And they just were like, just go ahead and give us our three-peat. And that's not how that shit works. Ooh, puffer balls. Don't need them right now, but that's good to know they're right there. There's also this area over here. That's really flat. I'm a billion% okay with losing that game. What I'm not okay with is we just didn't even show up to play. I refuse to believe that Yeah, it absolutely compounded. I really think that Philly had a great game plan coming into the game, and it really just caught them completely off guard, and they never got in their rhythm at all. Not even a little bit. And that is unfortunate. Because even if we'd have lost, I just wanted to see a game. If we didn't put up a fight at all, it was awful. Are you sure you can't hear the tunes? They're blasting in my ear right now. Let me try something. Because I changed something today because I was trying to test. Oh, I can't change anything. Okay, I think I know what's going on now. Okay, I think I know what's going on. It's weird because it's definitely playing them in my ears. But I think I'm working off of a different channel, and because I tried to see if I could get different audio, like if I could layer the audio for recording purposes, but I didn't change it on streaming, so it shouldn't have done anything. Let me go to, hang on, let me know if that changed anything. I wonder if that's why I haven't been getting messed with by YouTube. This is a different scene, so the switch to YouTube hasn't exactly been flawless. There's so much stuff we can't do anymore that we could do on Twitch, just technical wise, that we just can't do here. That's unfortunate. I do wish YouTube would add some fun things that we could do for interactivity and stuff with streams. I'm here because I want to consolidate everything into one place, and I'm not a huge fan of Twitch. I don't think it's a even remotely close to level playing field on Twitch, and they promote it as so. It's one of those, you got to get real lucky to get a break, and then you got to make the most of a break. And then they'll push your content. Mortimer is one of the things. I thought that was a really neat addition to the stream, that it seems like everybody loves Morty. But unfortunately, I can't go back to Twitch just to have Mortimer. I could put Morty on this stream. He just would not be interactive. I could probably put him on and it would just be some announcements. I could make him, no, I can't. I could physically put him here, but I could not make him do anything. Maybe I could do some automatic fire offs. I'd have to look into it. So we're coming up to our little hovel here for sinners. I thought about just building here again, if I'm being honest, going real big right here. And maybe just building another storm glass, but I've built here before. So I don't really want to do that. Yeah, I know. Look, here's the part, and I don't know if you've been, since I mentioned why I made the switch, it's not just that it's an uneven playing field, that they're basically producing, or not producing, hang on, I'm going to turn that down. If you guys can't hear it anyway, I can't fix it while we're live, so I'm going to turn it down in my ear. It's not just that I think it's an uneven playing field and it's not cool, and you know it's an old boys network. It's that Twitch is literally stealing money. I specifically told them as a monetized creator that I didn't want to monetize my streams. That's not what I was there for. You know, it's cool that I can make a few pennies here and there over on YouTube because I am monetized here now, and I do basically monetize everything. I don't make anything off of it, really. Not even beer money. In the 5 months I've been monetized, I've made $100. You know, it's just a little something for the effort I put in for making the videos, is the way I look at it. It's not much. But on Twitch, I said, no, I don't want my viewers to have to watch ads. I don't want any of that. I don't want any revenue from ads, and I don't want them played on my channel. And Twitch plays them anyway and takes all the money. Because I opted out of taking the money for the ads, they decided it's all theirs, and they just put ads on my shit anyway. So that's why we left Twitch. That is the bigger reason we left Twitch. It also stands to reason that it's nice to have all the content, you know, consolidated in one spot that can be monetized fairly. But unfortunately, and I mean, what else am I going to do? If I don't like Twitch, Kick is even worse. God, Kick is even worse. So I wouldn't want to go to there. And then what are your options? You really don't have any other live streaming options, right? And YouTube's not exactly, it's set up for live streaming, but it's not. Look, I had them turned off. I promise you that on everything that I hold dear. I had all ads turned off on Twitch. I have never made a dime off of Twitch. Not a single penny have I ever made on Twitch. I had subscriptions turned on, and I think, like, just because I'd been on there for a couple of years, a few people here and there had thrown like a that I had known, that I'd worked with, collectively, creator-wise, had thrown like an Amazon Prime to me, but I'd never had, with that money, ever hit the $100 threshold. So I've never received a payout from Twitch. Even as a shit, what's the name? It's not a partner. It's the one below that. Damn it. Anyway, yeah, I could be fully monetized on Twitch, and I could have been taking a portion of that ad revenue, but I said no. I don't want ads. I don't want people to have to watch ads. And then they put the fucking ads on there anyway, and then they just take all the money because I opted out. That's some dirty shit. To force my viewers to watch ads that I'm not getting paid for. That's ridiculous. And their defense will be, yeah, but we're hosting, blah, blah, blah. Well, if you're going to take the money from it and you're going to play the ads anyway, the creator should, whether they opt in or out or whatever, they should. If I can't turn them off, then I should be getting paid for those ads being on my stream. Just saying. All right, sun's about to come up. Man, I don't know what we're going to build. Where we're going to build. We'll go back over here. I'll show you. The last location we built the big base in was right here. And it sprawled all the way from up here down to that level was our crafting area. Back on that tier down there was where our big, we had a tavern down there, and then it kind of looped off into our big tower that was like here. It went over that way to where we had like a stables area and some other stuff. Even further down and back up, because it goes further down. Down on this level, we had stuff like it was a big build. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Well, honestly, I don't have to. Well, yeah, you do, because the dry wood, you've got to. It's the dumbest recipe in the game, if you ask me. You're talking about insulated wood. It's the stupidest recipe I've ever seen. To make insulated wood, you have to have wood to start. Okay, that makes perfect sense. But you then have to put it in a dryer, which creates dry wood and resin. And then in order to finish the recipe for insulated wood, you have to recombine dry wood and resin in your blacksmith or your carpentry bench. So why not just let me make it out of wood? If the resin's already in there, why do I have to take the resin out only to put it back in? It's a little bit weird. And I'm not a big fan of that recipe at all. Which is why I don't usually doink with it, but I mean, this area is so open, we could just do it here again. Ugh. Ugh. I wanted it somewhere green, damn it. Let's go up to Highlands and just see what's up there for a hot minute. We're kind of just wandering and looking, and we can go do some event farming if we want to. Maybe try to pick up another truncheon tonight. That would be that one. I set this portal up specifically to farm Dina, Master Huntress. She is right over there for a purge base, but we ended up getting more than enough Dunmans that look pretty good. So let's look up here. Yeah, it rains up here quite a bit, but it's still nice and green, and it's not Noob River. But I was set, man. I had chests all over this freaking room. Because I thought the base right up the way here, that base that you can kind of see rendering right there at the edge, that base was down to like 80 hours. And I was like, okay. And it's got vaults for days over there. I thought, okay, we're gonna keep a real close eye on that one. I went back the next day and the timer was reset. So active-ish. I don't think those people are actually playing on the server. They're just coming in and protecting their builds. In fairness, I selected the server because it was lightly active. I kept an eye on it for a few days and just seen what the typical player count was. I didn't want a real active server because I wanted to be able to build things in certain places. And yeah, I'm still finding that, or I'm finding now that, yeah, I can't even do that. We could go back to 1520, but I've deleted everything that we had there because I didn't want to be decay farmed. So no purge base, no main base, no satellite bases, no portal bases, nothing. No gear. I think I deleted all the gear too, so nobody could take that off of me. Come to find out, I should have put it all in a vault and then went to a different server, leveled that up till I could access the vault, and then pulled it all over here. I don't know how that works though. If you've got a vault that's going between servers, if somebody raids one, if one decays on, say, this server, and I raid it, and I get the stuff out of it, do you not have that stuff on the other server now? Like, I don't know how that works. I need to look into that. Because that would be kind of crappy. But I guess what you could do at that point was you could just go back and delete that vault so that it could never be. As long as you know you've got it, you could delete the first one. So technically, we could just set up 3 or 4 vaults on this server and farm everything we're going to need to get set up on a new server. Just get ourselves leveled up enough to where we can build. Damn it, Lu Fang. Out of the way. All right, let's go. So yeah, this guy up here has reset his timer. that was going to be like tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. I was like, oh, early morning raid. Let's go. But he came on and reset it because this base looks stacked. All those vaults look juicy. I haven't checked all the builds in this area, so let's just walk around with our hammer and see what we find. Knockers loose. I love this design for having I love that design. That is so excellent. I think at the end of the day, he should have brought them all up one level like he did with that one. Since he had to do that one that way, it looks a little bit weird because some of them are up higher than others, but it's still a cool design. Is this the same guy? Yeah, it's all the same person. Why they need that and all of that, I will never know, but it's an open world. People are free to do what they want. Same as we are. We were very closely watching a base that was up here, but it also reset its timer. Because this one's one of those, it's moderately sized, not real big, but not small. And I could almost guarantee there was lots of stuff in it, just based on what I could see through the windows. Yeah, this one right here. But he reset his timer again that next day. Unfortunately, I just don't think we're going to find many juicy bases anymore. We'll keep an eye on Danger Noodle, though, because that one, I think there's something up at Stargazers that they built. I was kind of hoping that base up there would, the first one we looked at would go away, that one over there, because he's actually got control of that lake down there, too. And I would have liked to have had access to it. Well, I guess we still could build over here, but it's very uneven ground again. Yeah, Luffy will handle it. Who cares? The justification for a base up here, as far as a working base goes, would be that there's lots of metal in the area and there's lots of hide. I'm not a huge fan of New Asagarth. Like, it doesn't do much for me as far... Wait, let's go the other way. Let's go down by the lake. Let's see if we can find some good real estate down by the lake. But I wanted to come check that one that's in front of us there because I wanted to make sure I didn't read the timer wrong, but we didn't. That one did get reset. And these little builds, I mean, we can keep an eye on them, but there's going to be nothing in these builds. But for decay farming, we could use their own portal against them and get into their main base wherever it might be. But it looks like most of these are still pretty kept up, so... So again, like, let's say this one, let's say this was down to an hour and we were like setting up for a raid. Well, obviously you look inside here, there's just a wheel and really not much else, right? Unless there's something on the roof that we're missing. No, just the portal and a little bit of storage. There's probably some thralls or something in there. Who knows? But there wouldn't be much here to loot. So we would probably use their portal labeled with their stuff and get into their main base and loot that. Probably try to get just outside the build area of their base. And then, hopefully from there we could set down some boxes, maybe build a little square or something, set down some boxes and just grab all the loot, put it in boxes until we could sort it. The concept for me anyway of good decay farming is to be prepared for it. Like right now our inventory is basically full, so we wouldn't want to even try to crack open a base, even if it was decayed right in front of us. We'd have to go somewhere, set up some boxes, dump off inventory, set up more boxes. Because I'm more set up to do a build if we can find a spot today. And we've been looking around a little bit here and there, but I don't understand what this even is. I don't know. I'm going to go up there. Let's go up to the top. Let's see what this is. Not completely filled out is what it looks like. Just an overlook, I guess. Okay. Just an overlook. Makes for a good thumbnail, I guess. We can't really jump down here, can we? I mean, we can. Easy peasy. All right. Got a little hurt, but we're fine. Let's go over to the lake and see what's there for space. Usually the lake on every server is pretty busy. It's a darn shame this guy reset his timer because this base looks juicy. You'll see why here in a second. It got my attention real quick. Because there is 5 or 6 or 8 vaults back here. 2, there's a bunch. Who knows what all kind of loot's going to be in those. Insanity, really. Let's head to the lake. Well, the good news is if we don't build in black ice, we now have all the black ice we'll ever need forever at 30K. Like, we're never going to need that much star metal anymore. We've got our gear. We've got 10 sets of Godbreaker armor. Like, it doesn't look like it, but Lufey is wearing Godbreaker. I've got another Zerker that's in Godbreaker. Because he doesn't, because of the way Lufey's stats are and what I took him with, he's more of a dungeon buddy than he is, hey, let's go grab thralls and put them on the sacrificial stone. All right, we're coming down to the lake now. Usually there's a ton of builds down here. We'll see. This isn't the most populated server in the world, so hopefully we find us a spot. But I mean, in this spot, we're going to put a few vaults, and then we're going to start stacking stuff in those vaults. And then maybe we can use that for a new server down the road. I don't know. Yeah, there's big build over there. And this is pretty oddly shaped there. There's kind of a flat area that way. Let's go over that way and see what we see. With base building, as a lot of you guys know, that you've got to have, in order to get like a good build, at least for me, I feel like you want to have an idea of what you want it to look like to start with. And then from there, you can do your build. But if you go into it with really not much of a clue as to what you want to do, you know. See, we could leave this path open and build like there to there. And bring it up. But there's just a lot, again, there's just a lot of elevation change. And honestly, it needs to be a pretty good sized build just to fit all this stuff in. Because if it's going to be a home base, it's going to have everything. Dedicated areas for everything. This is way too narrow here. I tried to do a little cabin, like a little retreat on that rock right there. On 1520, I just got bored with it. Never finished it. Let's come around this side of the lake just to see. Not sure where that goes. Pretty good land over here, though. Oh boy. This doesn't look god-awful bad. Pretty flat. A little bumpy, but let's go over here and check, see what this one's durability is. And what it actually is. It goes down to Savannah. We're back at Savannah already. Sorry, look, for a big base like this, you don't ever want to have to rebuild it. So getting the location, being comfortable with the location is important. I can't justify why I would build over here because there's just not a whole lot of stuff. Other than, you know, boars and bears and things. What do we have here? Ooh. We've got potential is what we've got. Less than 2 days timer on it. This would be 8 p.m. on Wednesday. But since we're in, I see a few boxes. I'm not sure what that point is. Not finished either way. Thrall maker. I don't think there's anything too good in here unless it's in there. There's his crafters. Oh, wow. All right, so this is definitely hittable. This is definitely hittable. And this is 40 hours time. So it's a full day plus 16 hours. So this time tomorrow, then it would go to 8 a.m. It'd be 4 p.m. on Wednesday. If they don't reset the timer. And we could get into that room. That room looks loaded. I can see lots of crafting stuff in there. Hang on, can we not get into that room? As legit. Well, that ain't gonna stop me. What was that for? All right. There could be a lot of stuff in here, man. Really could be. All right, so we have a new target. We'll have to keep an eye on this. We'll check it again tomorrow. There's a lot of storage here that maybe possibly could be something we could do. Where is that location? Let's mark that on the map. And let's make it that. All right. So now it's marked. It would be our luck we'd find something juicy right now as we are completely unable to grab stuff. Oh, wow, those aren't. Oh, okay, those are tame bears. All right. Yeah, 40 hours on that one. That's doable. Especially since we're most likely off on Wednesday, we can probably hit that one pretty safely. This area doesn't look bad. We could have fishing. I mean, not a whole lot, though. Like, we could go over to that island and get bear for pelt. I wouldn't want to just build a main base up here just because we think there's a decay that might happen. So torn. I'm always so torn with this shit. Where to build, where to build. We have our fishing right here. Let's see what it looks like kind of without trees. Having a little extra wood ain't gonna hurt nothing. We'd have to clear out those brushes and all that good stuff. From what I'm seeing, people don't really take into consideration too much. It doesn't look like other people's needs for getting through places, so I guess I can kind of say, screw it, we can build what we want. I mean, this is not breakable. So that's a little bit unfortunate. These are breakable, though. I wouldn't want to take the time to do all the fiber right now. But we get rid of the rocks and the trees and just kind of see what we're looking at for space. Having extra rocks for bricks ain't going to hurt nothing either. At some point, we're going to have to go repair our pickaxe, though. All right, so we would probably have like a little area. Oops. A little area that went out into the water and just had that, and then we'd put like our press or whatever there with it. And then we would build back. This isn't a lot of space, though, honestly. It just really isn't. It would be enough. It would be enough. What do you guys think? It's not the epic build that I thought we might get into, but what the hell? That scared the shit out of me. That scared the shit out of me. I thought it became alive or something. Holy crap. All right, I can be bothered with it since we're going to look at this. And if we get it built quick enough, we could raid that base without any issues from right here. All right, well, it looks like we've got plenty of room inventory-wise for this little crap. We don't need the berries. Just kind of clearing out the space and seeing what it all looks like. Hopefully we'll have it all cleared and we'll get a good look at it at first light. We'll also see where the sun comes up. That could make a small difference as to how we orient it. But I want to see the terrain as the terrain stands and not just with all the bushes and stuff. False mandrake. I mean, this kind of fits the bill if you stop and think about it. It's good. There's going to be space here. We can build all the way back up to that. We can cut this little area off with a wall. Maybe we'll put, like, we've just got open space this way. And that would look pretty okay. I didn't swap. We'd be taking up a lot of berry spawns. But these are all over the place up here. So we'd be able to get dry berries pretty quick for our food that we like. Wouldn't be any eggs. I mean, it's a pretty nice area. And I think we could get everything in. We need to write it down, though, as to everything we need. We would need a very good-sized smeltery. Probably, God, 6 furnace. We don't really need that, but I have an idea for something like that, to where we make this. It would almost be like the city center would be the smeltery, and it'd just be all outlined around a like a circle type build. Back here would be our fishing area. The problem is we don't have an area for sorcery here, so I'm gonna have to probably pass. But this isn't a bad place. We'd literally just be a hop, skip, and a jump from over there. And potentially lots of loot. Yeah, I'm going to pass on that one. All that clearing out just to realize I didn't want to be there. Boy, that is really disorienting. Seeing all that movement on the water makes me feel like I'm going left, but we're not going left. Oof. We also know now that there's a little space there if we do get to raid that base. Okay, hang on. It was 40 hours from midnight. So 24 of those hours. Yes. It would be 8. And then 8 hours from 8 would make it 4 o'clock. So 4 p.m. on Wednesday, that base is scheduled to decay unless they come and reset the timer. We'll come back tomorrow and look at it again. And if it's getting close, we may set up like a little hovel. Just box. We'll start that raid with an empty inventory and just hopefully get as much out of there as we can. The other trick is to get there before anybody else, and hopefully nobody else will be watching it. There is another location over here I want to go check out, because I know a base decayed here, and I want to see if any of their thralls are hanging out. Because for whatever reason, the thralls don't just despawn when the things break. Yeah, there's still thralls there. Because there'd be a little camp. Where's the little camp? I thought it was right there. Yeah, we'll find it. We'll find it. This person's been here asleep for days. I've come through here a few times. I don't know how much would be in here either. I guess we could climb up and find out. That comes up quicker than the other one. Let's get in here and see what we can see. I doubt there's anything here. Nothing substantial anyway. Although sometimes these unassuming ones can be the ones that have everything. My first thought when thinking, is this a good loot spot, is there's not a lot of boxes. There is just a portal. So I don't really think this is a very good loot spot. But it's 30 hours out. $33, so that would be midnight tomorrow plus 9. So 9 a.m. tomorrow, or Wednesday. Wait a minute. I'm losing my... Yeah, that one would be 9 a.m. Wednesday. Wednesday could be a big day for for farming. If we built something like right here, we would have access to thralls over there for sacrifice. This is that base that we thought was going to be up, but he reset the timer on. I think right over there is the, yeah, that's the little camp I was thinking of right over there. This has still got this guy's thralls sitting here, so... None of them look like they have anything on them. Shit, have we even seen that thing? How do we get up there? That looks juicy. This location would also put us pretty close where we wouldn't have to stress. Well, that person's been on within the last hour. So that's certainly not going to be a decay farm anytime soon. 10 days right now on that timer. And there's nothing saying we can't build right here. Right next to him, but we're getting awful close. And that's going to be taken on that side by that little NPC village. We may just wait the 30 hours at this point because maybe we wait until Wednesday before we really select a location. Because if we can get a hold of this spot here, I'll take this right here. If we can get rid of his building, but the problem is he's got thralls in there and they're not going to disappear for ages. And I mean ages. This was a little base I saw, and I don't think it's going to have anything in it. It didn't look all that important. It is decayed. Of course it is. Shit. I have an idea. Oops. All right, well, we're going to get in there. There may not be anything in there, but let's get set up for it just in case. Uh, what's the regular roof? There it is. All right, it doesn't need to be pretty. It just needs to work for the time being. Get in and out with no stairs. All right, here we go. Let's get some storage just in case we hit something. It doesn't look that juicy, but you never know. Better to be prepared. We got to dump a bunch of inventory anyway. This is kind of the benefit of carrying around a whole bunch of shit with you. Let's get some inventory spaces cleaned up here. And then we'll farm this place and see if there's anything here worth a shit. There may not be. Hard to say. But if we have stuff in our inventory, that's just going to mess us up. Pretty bad. That can go away. No, we want to keep that. All right. We got to have enough room to pick it all up in one go because we'll never make it back before the bag despawns once we break shit. Just casually filling 3 boxes full of building supplies. Four boxes probably because we got all this black ice too. This will give us plenty of room. Just in case there's something good there. And there could be. Those can go away. Look at all that damn black ice. Silly with the insulated wood. Need the berries. I need you guys to fit. Yes. Okay, we are good now. Let's go see if there's anything in that place. 'Tis decayed. It just went decayed 10 minutes ago. That's awesome. It's not got a good feeling. This is all routine stuff that, well, we'll take the alchemical base. We'll take the wealth, I guess. Rare spice is tough to come by sometimes. Yeah, this looks like this was more of a waypoint. Just nothing. I don't think we're going to find anything too good here. That's okay, though. But hey, we're getting some decay farming in. There's that. This doesn't look like the type of player that had and there's no portal either, so I don't that kind of stinks. Some iron in there. Some hide, I guess we can take. Yeah, this doesn't seem like the type of player that was doing anything at a high level. Doesn't look like there's much gear to be had. There's only just the one thrall here. But yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Ooh, we'll take Skelly Keys. Dragonbone Sword. Yeah, I would say this person's probably not one of the advanced players. Free obelisks. Okay, we'll take those. Just nothing really of consequence here. Kind of had to figure it was going to happen. Just because it doesn't have the higher end crafting stuff, and I'd love to see if they've got another base somewhere on the server, but yeah, free star metal. Hardened steel's a pain in the ass to make. We'll take that. Oh, we'll take steel too. One insulated wood. Why did I click on that? Too bad this wasn't a insulated wood factory, huh? Probably some wood. Oh, shaped wood. It's free. We'll take it. Oh, well, it wasn't a very good... Not a very good loot, but it was a decayed base. That's the one that one looks juicy, and the other one looks really juicy. Let's just go ahead. Maybe there's something hidden in here. And it doesn't look like it. All the bags are starting to despawn. Free steel. Guess we'll take that. And we got a couple of free obelisks. I mean, it could have been worse. We didn't take much, so we should be able to just pull this thing up. Just take all everywhere. Till we can't take all anymore, and then we'll make some decisions. We're going to have to go clean up our inventory. Kind of no ifs, ands, or buts. I don't know if ands or buts. All right, we'll get rid of that because we don't really use it. I got tons of that at home. The stuff down here was the stuff we had in the cases, so... Don't need any of these things. We've got so much of that crap at home. Is that enough to get it all out of there? Let's see if we can just destroy it all. All right, we are 100% full. We couldn't do anything if we wanted to right now. Maybe we should go home and unload. Since we're not going to build right now. This one over here, if we end up getting this spot, we will try that purge trick. That seems like a pretty good idea. But I think there might be some stuff in here. And I don't know that it's going to be juicy, but the other one over there, it'll be coming like 8 hours after this one, looks real juicy. But then again, these could be at any time. These could absolutely just be He doesn't have a single thrall here. So this will be a clean get on the land if and when this happens. We won't even have to run a purge. 32 hours. And then that would give us oceanfront property here, or lakefront property. And then we would have that area that we could go grab sacrifices from, which would be nice. Yeah, I could live with this area if we can get a hold of it. So hopefully he doesn't reset that timer. That it's all kind of quantified on that. Let's go home and sort this inventory out. I guess we'll get rid of the majority of the building supplies. We'll have a little bit of stuff on us, but not much. Enough that we could build a little hovel like that to hold shit until we can get it somewhere. For that base, it's going to come up at like 4 or 5 o'clock on Wednesday. Really wish this guy hadn't reset his timers, because damn, this one looks super juicy. Look at all those vaults, man. I would kill or die. He's still got 2 more up there. Oh, look, he's here. Oh, that's Luffy. There we go. This one would require multiple purges, I'm sure, to get everybody dead. But our portal's just down the way over here. We'll head to our house. I want to get out of our house. I hate our house with a passion. It looks terrible. It's not a useful build. I really miss what I have on my solo server, and that's just my little village where everything's its own little section. And as soon as you kind of know the layout, and I mean, obviously you're getting to the layout because you're building it, but yeah, just I love that little area there on that solo server. It's right up at Stargazers. All right, let's put pretty much everything away. And then we'll reset our inventory with a few things for building. After we get it all cleaned up. It's going to take a minute. Just a couple of these. This would be our bricks. We could always use some more of these too. That's probably not enough to really do what I want to do. But we've got the facility to make those. That's not a big problem. Getting closer and closer to finally having a full box of coal. I've never had that before. We're getting there. Oh boy, are we getting there. All right. A lot of shaped wood. Let's put some wood in the dryer. stuff that we had that we chopped. And we'll think about building in black ice. It's going to take a couple of days production to get that done, though. That's the problem. It's weird that tier 4 thralls that get the really good stuff, they don't give you a time bonus. All right, we can leave all that in there for now. Let's go first and put the stuff back. Then I saw some more shaped wood we need to put back too. Somewhere. We need to put some bricks in here. We had some rocks too, right? Should have. Not a lot, but a few. Cook those up. Two more of those. We do have some iron someplace. We can cook. There you go. Blue Fate, go over there. Go over there. Look at all this black ice, man. We're stacked. We are ridiculously stacked on this particular resource. All right, the rest, I think what we'll do is we'll stash it in here for the time being, because we're not making star metal right now, so we'll be fine. It can just sit here and be stored and not in our inventory. But there is a lot. We may not even have enough room to put it all in there. Oh wait, yeah, that's all the room we've got. Let's take the brimmy out of there for the moment. Look at all this fucking black ice. My God. This was our brimstone. All right, well, so we can add black ice and brimstone in here, I guess. Just so it's out of inventory. Do 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 do. In here, yes, those. All right, we can go put some things just in the tanner's bench. Those decoration things we'll put in there. I know that this is a bodyguard, but we're gonna put him there anyway. All right, to get us consolidated here. Iron, we can go put in the oven for steel. Let's go do that real quick, because we've got steel fire in the oven, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Took all of this crap into steel bars. Perfect. Dragon powder can go in our armorer's bench. That wolf trophy needs to go back over in the thing. Let's put all of these things away. Gold goes over here. The grass. Guess we can store that here for now. We don't want to make any more consolidant because we've got quite a bit of resin that we can use with dried wood to start making our stuff. Grass is easy to come by. We don't need the rhino hide. You know what? Wolf trophy we can craft later. We've almost got it cleaned up now. We're getting there. The seeds we do not waste. They come in very handy for gruel production. Let's go to our tanning bench. You guys in there and tan those. Yeah. Parkour. All right, hardened steel. Let's store over here because that's where we use it the most. Steel needs to go in our blacksmith bench, and we'll make more of the other things out of that. The reinforcements. Silver should have gone in that. Iron reinforcements goes in the blacksmith bench, but so does dragon powder. Goes there, and then we'll put this iron rain right here. We'll be picking these back up in a minute, but not yet. Want to get cleaned up. I like a good clean inventory. That gets us to 1 page. We're almost there. Steel fire, and then we've got a little bit of medical stuff that we just never use, really. I almost never use potions. Don't need them. The food heals are good. All right, so we're making that. The seeds, let's go put in our food thing. And then we'll come back since our inventory's cleaned up and we can start making some insulated wood. Let's just put, they don't have to be iced, so let's just put those here. Demon blood, we had a box. I hate this base so bad. It was a cool idea, I just didn't execute it for crap. There's some demon blood. Lots of demon blood. All right, so let's grab up all this dry wood and resin. That one's empty. All right. Get the other resin out of here. Yeah, insulated wood is a very long process. And I really like using dry wood for other things. Let's grab this stuff. And let's put some of this stuff in here. Shit, we're not going to have a lot of room, are we? Not a ton of room. Starting to make some headway here. $5,000. I mean, that's a start. But it just takes so long that you got to dry the wood. I'm not even worried about the fuel to do the drying of the wood because we've got quite a bit of bark here as well. Go put that back in the dryer to make sure it keeps running. And we'll just, again, we can always go out and harvest wood now that we've got a pickaxe because we'll get resin, bark, and wood out of each hit. The dry wood's the problem. And we're going to get a little bit of resin back out of the dry wood too. So yeah, these dryers are cool. I like them. They're useful. We got to go put this shaped wood into our box. I need to check see if it's still snowing real hard outside. It was coming down a little bit a while ago. I actually need some tea, and Bella's whining at me, so she's got to pee. Let me get this done, and give me like I don't know 3 or 4 minutes to go and get her outside and grab a cup of tea or a glass of tea, and then I will be back. Let's do that. Okay, I'll be RB, guys. Okay, guys, sorry about that. Thanks for hanging. Appreciate it. The it's snowing pretty good. We were just discussing the game plan for tomorrow. Because I do have to get out. We're gonna make some chili, like, and just have like dinner ready pretty much all day. We're all gonna just kind of sit and watch it snow. It's gonna be great. And then, but we're also looking for a part for Dad's truck. Apparently, he's got a switch that's out. And if I got to go out anyway in the snow and brave the roads, then I might as well go ahead and take care of that so it's done. So we can get that part put in and his truck will be back to 100%. That's my plan for the moment anyway. We'll depending on how much snow we actually get. They're calling for another 2 to 3. We've already got probably already got 2 on the ground. We got an inch overnight last night, and then I think it's between this the stuff that we're getting now, it's pretty close to another inch because it's up to the porch. I love watching it snow. I hate driving in that shit, but I do love watching it snow. It's so nice. All right. Before we do anything, let's go over here real quick. Let's grab these things so we can do this and repair our pickaxe. Bella just looked at me. That's her saying thank you for giving her time to go pee. She ran right back in, though. She kind of likes the snow, but not really. She's not a snow dog. But she'll get out there and play around in it for a little bit, and then she's like, okay, it's cold. I don't want to do this anymore, Pops. Which I find funny. Let's go check this guy's build over here. And I guess we should probably farm up some wood, so we're starting to get that going. Get it drying so that it's working overnight. But it's so many multiple steps to get insulated wood. It's ridiculous. And then you got to have the black ice to boot. I mean, good Lord. Ooh, this is up in 32 hours. Ooh. I haven't been in here either. This definitely looks like a main base to me. Ooh. I don't see a whole lot of crafting stuff, though. What is this? Why is there just a room that goes like this? That could be what's in here is the crafting stuff. It's hard to say. Because those windows are so difficult to see through. Yeah, this is a pretty big space. There's probably crafting stuff in there. This would be a good hit. Oh. Really? Just renewed the timer. Really? As we were looking at it, just renewed the timer. Wow. Wow. That sucks. So that person is not playing on this server either. They're just coming in and renewing timers from time to time. Yep, just logged in. Wow. Talk about timing. That's okay. We got our eye on a couple of bases, one more than the other. Oh, yeah, we're getting branches too. I forgot about that. I don't know why we're not getting more wood out of each hit, though. Like, it just doesn't seem like it's accumulating very fast for the amount of farming we're doing. Because that was quite a few trees there, and we didn't get that much wood. He probably saw me in his base. I just wanted to look. That build right there has probably got a lot of crafting stuff in it. Well, I don't really want to farm wood right now. What should we do, guys? We want to go run a purge? Like, we got no reason to go run a purge. We could run off real quick and farm up some sorcerers. Could do that, I guess. At least it's only 1-to-1. But see, the funny thing is when you dry out the wood, you only get like one resin every other piece of wood that dries, which is weird the way that it works. But with the pickaxe, it makes it acceptable. Because you're getting resin, which is nice. All right, let's just for shits and grins, let's get rid of those branches. We don't need them. We'll be getting a lot of those. Let's put just a little bit of build supplies back in our inventory here. Not much. And then we'll get some steel rain. I'm sorry, some iron rain, so we could make chests. That way we've got enough to build a little structure and then build some chests for these raids that we're thinking about. Nothing crazy. Nothing too awful crazy. We've got a lot of stuff, but it's not nearly as much as I'd like to see. So we've got 20K right there, 22, 23 really, if you count what's in inventory. It's, let's see, those are 2,500, so 5, 10, 15. So we got around 20K on the steel reinforcements. This one's about the same, give or take. So about 20K of each to kind of get going. We're going to need about 20K of the insulated wood too. So it probably more than that if we want to build in black ice, which I do. Like, I think it'll look good. I've never legitimately built in black ice, only in creative saves. So the work going into it is kind of worth it to me. I think we'll do maybe like our outer wall will be an arena. No, you need to come with me. Let's go to Purge Base real quick, if we can get it to target, because it's right in the middle. There we go. This system needs to be revamped a little bit. It's so easy to miss the rock you're aiming at because it turns. And you end up near where you want to be, but not where you want to be. And then you got to teleport again. It's kind of asinine. All right, Luffy, I want you to stand guard for us. Like, there's... no, let's go out there. You can have a nice look over the desert, buddy. Good for you. We'll come up, pick up this guy. He's our other Zerker. 4,700 HP. He came out real good. But you can see the difference between him and Luffy. Like, Luffy's got 60 strength, which means he hits like a freight train. But his vitality's only at like 31. Whereas this guy's got 58 plus 33 because of what we got for our... we ended up doing a couple of rerolls on him, ended up with that. And I'm like, that's good enough. You know, as long as we're not losing strength and we got plenty of it, this guy could live through several strikes from the arena champ if we wanted him to. And even though it doesn't look like it, that is Godbreaker armor. So there's that. And he's not going to kill the people because of that one perk that we've got on Luffy. Make sure he gets enough food. But once they're leveled, you just give them gruel and it's perfect. It double stacks from what you would get with steaks. And I think it's perfect for the most part. Did we ever put just those? Okay. Because we were cooking steaks. I think over here was our grass. Yeah. So we've got stuff to make more gruel here. And like I said, I put a full box of ice here, basically. From earlier. We still got plenty of this for running purges. We don't have a reason to run a purge right now, though. I'm not trying to level anybody up. And I've only been running level 6s just to get to golems. And that way everybody's getting leveled up. We can immediately level up a new Luffy or a new Zerker just by coming over, running a purge, or maybe two. Like usually it's within a couple of tries. You'll get the golems to come in and run. And you just kill one of those with a star metal arrow. Usually it'll take you from level 0 to level 20 in one kill. It's very strange that they allow that, but hey, it's the way it is. All right, come on, debuff. I want to go get some sorcerers. We probably ought to go kill the rhino again. I need to double check to see if I put brimstone back in the cabinet there at the Luffy Witch Queen portal we have. I don't think I did. I think that's why we had so much brimstone, because I haven't grabbed brimstone in a while. I haven't been through Sinners in a while, because there's only one thrall that we're technically missing, and that's, is that a storm coming in? Or is it just getting on tonight? I think it's just getting on tonight. Nope, it's both. It's a storm and it's getting on tonight. We are just out of the storm here. It's awesome. Just out. While we're out, I guess we could run around and look at some of the other bases that are over here by Silvermine. We'll get these sorcerers, the 4 sorcerers from over there real quick, and then we'll run over there and look at some of those bases, see if anything's decayed. Let's get this undone. But we'll go get the sorcerers, we'll do the rhino fight, then we'll run over and we'll check. Maybe we'll try to get another predatory blade. And then we'll run over and check those bases by Separu and Silvermine. Not that I want a main base there. But for decay purposes, yeah, the storm is just right there. We are right on the edge of the storm here. Awesome. What it looks like is we're going to end up building back on New River again, and that just sucks. That just sucks. And I guess when we're over by Silver Mine, we can do the other rhino fight, and we can double up on our rhino horns. We've got 340 obelisk. We've got we bought 2 of the lashes. I think that's probably enough because we can just make bindings of the dead. Those have got the same 20k HP and they look a little cooler in my opinion. But the truncheons are pretty useful. They're strong. Come on, we know you're going to come running. Yeah, this spot's excellent for this event. There's 4 of them. Every 15 minutes you can get 200 obelisk or obelisks. Because when you take a live one over there, you get 50. When you take a skull, you only get 5. So we've been farming the crap out of this. I've already got a couple of these, I think, over at Purge Base. But I'd like to have 5 or 6 or 7 just so I've got them for a long time. Because, you know, the durability does run down. Not very fast, but it does run down. And I do have everything else from this event as well. Got all the blueprints. I didn't grab like the weapons. I'm not interested in those. But I got the Mad Prophet gear set and the other little armor sets. We got the fireworks. There's a couple of things I can't figure out what the F they are. May have to go at some point and look around to see what they actually are. They sound like build pieces, but I can't find them anywhere. So, yeah, it's this guy. So, this tribute basin, I don't know what it is. I don't know what the slave wain is. We've got both of these, and we got the steel cages, so we can build those, I think. Yeah, well, we'll look at it later. Look at it another time. It may just be under an area of the build that I'm not looking at. Or it could be something that you get for the artisan table. It has to be built in the artisan table. I haven't looked at that either. Knock him out, would you? Bro. Good Lord. Just stand there and let people beat on you? I haven't even named him yet. Usually I like to name my guys, but I don't know. The Purge base is a Spartacus theme. Except for the archers, which I don't even know what to do with the archers. They're just gunmen. But everybody from on the ground has a name from somebody at the from Spartacus, which was, I think it was Stars series a while back. Gladiators. But this guy isn't going to be on the ground, so... Oh, crap. It would probably help if I pulled a weapon out. Useful. All right, the trick to getting in and out of here is try to get the jailer down first without hitting the sorcerer. And now it's pretty easy. We can just let our Zerker, if they want to engage, knock everybody out, or we can take swings when we've got complete openings on people that aren't the sorcerer. That's how you kind of pick these guys out of the group. Was there a thrall in there? Negative. All right, let's get this one back, and we got all four. Again, that's 200 obelisks. So that's pretty good if you ask me. I wasn't going to farm this event until I found this location. I'm like, holy crap, there's 4 sorcerers here. I can literally get 800 of those an hour if I'm really peak farming this thing. And at that point, the 1,000 price tag for a new truncheon's not that bad. Or the 500 price tag, I should say. Yeah. I don't keep the food. But that's like our 3rd or 4th one. Like this guy's got one on him. And I've got one for me. Let's give him his weapon back though. Where'd you get a steak? Bro, where'd you get a grilled steak? You don't eat that. I didn't give him a grilled steak. Where'd he get that from? All right, rhino fight. We need the horn. We also gonna, well, we're not hurting on Heart of a Hero right now, but we could pop into the silver mine and pick one of those up. How many? Well, we could just run through silver mine and not fight anything and grab the legendary chest at the end, see if we can get a momentum. Get him under control, Luffy. Proper way to do that. I didn't touch that. Come on. Easy peasy. When you let your thrall do the work and they've got the HP to do it, it's actually not too bad. Luffy would have ended that fight quicker, but it's not that important. All right, so now we can go down here. And we will head off into Unnamed City. Let's go fight the brute at the very least. See if we can get another predatory blade. We don't really need to farm the Red Mother anymore. We've got more than enough of the reaches. Oh no, wait, we need one more. Do we need one more? Let's look real quick before we go. Why are you down? Why are both of you down here? The game does this. It just drops my people through solid walls sometimes. I've yet to figure out why this happens. Oh, crap. I want you to follow me, but I need you to be moved back where you freaking belong. These are just our tar dumpers. But they are wearing Legion gear. Like they're not underpowered. Yeah, they're wearing full Legion with bulk plating. They're all carrying Axe of the Gate Guardian. So they're not pushovers. They are level zeros. So what we might do at some point is go get some more Fighter 3s. Wait a minute. We were going to look at something here, weren't we? What were we going to look at Purge Base? Oh, yeah. If this guy had... what bow he's got. I'm pretty sure he's got... nope. Got Reach of Red Mother. So we don't really need... oh, that's Narcissa. That's the one we pulled from the cage. She's a badass archer. Look at this. Over 60 at 61 agility. Rocking 7,874 HP. That's insane. But what I don't get, okay, look, that's a base of 31 vit, right? Plus 20 from the perks for 51, right? Whereas this dude has got 58 plus 33 vit and only gets to 4718 with really good perks. So it's not a uniform thing, and I don't understand why certain thralls, their vitality gives them, like, the reason I don't understand it is because Funcom is stupid and hides stats. And you can't use the mod that shows you the stats on an official server. All it does is shows you like the points per vit, points per level or whatever. It'll show you all that stuff, but you can't do that on an official server because you can't mod an official server. And Funcom has got, there's numbers about these thralls that you can't see for whatever reason that I don't understand why they wouldn't put it in the game. Truly, it's silly. If there's some type of something about a thrall that you can manipulate with whatever, you know, like, how am I supposed to know that this thrall gets 5 points vit per 1 point? You know what I'm saying? Whereas the next one gets 1 point per 1 point. So the other thrall would be better. The first thrall would be better for vitality, but that stat's hidden. It's dumb. On a solo server, you can put that mod in and it shows the whole list of everything available. Hello, Brute. Et tu, Brute? Zerker don't hit as hard as Luffy, but does the job just fine. And then we just kind of let them keep that aggro and hang out. We didn't get one, but that's okay. I was hoping for another predatory blade. Another freebie. Off we get. Somebody was building real big over here. And then there was a couple of little look like RP type bases, but I haven't looked at the decay timers over here for a while. Bro, you wanna swing? You got the big weapon, not me. Well, I do, but you hit harder because I'm an encumbrance build. You wouldn't think I'm an encumbrance build, but I am. Yeah, this dude with his... I don't understand people. I don't understand why people build like this, but... again, everybody can do their own thing. It looks like he built everything in sandstone and then it's coming back through. I don't know why you would do a tower like that, but... and then this spot right here would be the best spot on the entire server for a purge base. And yet you got this guy that wants to build his giant, massive base here, which he got here first. He has every right to do so. But it's so flat and so open, it'd be perfect for purges. This one was just renewed. I did see a couple of very low-level people on the server this morning, so I would expect we've got some new folks still coming in. Interesting look, kind of a chessboard type look. See if we can make the climb here. God, climbing is just so slow. Doo-doo-doo. Maybe we'll find something over here. Most likely it's just going to be a, oh shit, we're going to fall. We're going to fall. We're not going to make it. Oh, we did make it. Nice. That was renewed probably today. This puts us over towards Silvermine. How the hell did they manage to get up there? Why would you put a portal base way up there? That just seems silly. Okay. Not here for silver, not here for anything. We're just looking at some decay timers. And we're gonna fight the rhino. Yeah, this person or this group, that's our base right there. That's our portal. See what we're looking at here. Oh, we got lots of possibilities coming up pretty soon. At least 2 bases that we can maybe raid. We've got a whole day or so before we can do it, but it's closer than 10, which is a fresh timer. Built up on the wall, huh? All right, let's go over and fight the rhino if the rhino is around. And then we'll check that one too, just to see if anybody is maintaining that base. Because maybe we can use their portal to get into a main base. We got plenty of inventory space now, and we got a way to make boxes. And a small little base so we could store the boxes till we could move them. Go get them, Zerker. All right, I help. I would help. I'm really disappointed that there's no music. I can't believe there's no music. It's showing up. It could have something to do with what I changed today. I don't know. I'll change it back and hopefully that'll be back later. But it should be coming through my desktop sound, and I guess there wouldn't be any game sound either if we're doing it that way. Now let's go check out this guy's build. Is that an elevator? It's not even an elevator. Stellar Skies. That's the same one that's down by us at Sinners. It's just right around the corner from us at Sinners. This style of portal seems to be very the rage on this server. $200. Not as vastly populated as 1520 was. That's an interesting way to do that. Doesn't even look bad. So that's about a couple of days away from popping if they don't renew. Yeah, there's nothing really here for us. Let's go up by and see if anybody's up this way. I haven't looked up here either. I know our Zerker's probably going to get into a fight here. We're just going to run through town and head up to the Oasis. But we are not interested in fighting or thralls right now. The only thing we're missing is a bladesmith. That's it. We have every other high-end thrall we want. You do see a lot of the very same names just because it's a smaller server. No owner? Okay. Oh, looks like somebody's built out where we were thinking about. I mean, I could kind of deal with this area if we could find a good piece of real estate. We'd have water. What the hell is this? Is this decayed? No, it's just random. Okay. Just rando. That person has taken like the best spots for everything on this server. Vendetta factor. God, I would love to get rid of those bases. Would love, love, love it. Ooh, those kind of look like a Roman cross from a distance. Saw something else over this way, so we'll go investigate that. Then over here, there's a bunch of nests and stuff, so you really can't build on this side of the Oasis. But this player thinks very highly of themselves. They build wherever the F they want. And they build a lot. I don't understand the concept of taking up that much room. What's the point? You can only have so many thralls and stuff to populate your bases. This is probably just a wheel, and it's nothing spectacular. And then it looks like we got some big builds over here at the other little piece of the pond, which sucks ass. $202. This is probably the same person. Maybe not, because that was a stable. giant build that's going to keep anybody else from building here. I mean, what can you do, right? If they got here first, they got here first. We can lament, but it's get here. There's no way to beat them here now. The one place somebody once told me nobody builds is up here, and I don't know why that would be. Is it just because of the terrain? There's a lot of area up here that you could build something. And it looks very savanna-ish. Almost desert-ish. Well, this server has someone built here. Okay. So tomorrow, I don't know what we're going to do. Is this a purge base? This is not a purge base. What even is this? What even is all of this? This is so strange. It's kind of neat. It's done in an interesting way. I'll give them that. All right, let's get back to one of our portals. I think we're going to call it a night. I'm getting a little tired, a little hungry. I got some chicky nugs out there that are just calling my name. Do love the nuggies. Oh, shit. Okay, that was awesome. Probably couldn't do that again if I was trying. I want to show you something. This is what bothers me about this server. Because over here is Warmaker, right? This is Clail's Stronghold for Warmaker Sanctuary. And we've got a little portal just down the way over here, right there, as a matter of fact. You can see it. And this is what I don't understand about some people, and maybe somebody can enlighten me on it. I guess boredom is a real thing with some people. But that's our little portal base there. That's all you need. Just a way to get to and from, Clails. If you've got a map room, you can always map room in, and then you can portal out. Not a big deal. Oops. But I want you to look at this name. Oh, no, that's Medusa. Okay, I thought that was actually Vendetta Factor. It isn't. But I just don't understand building these bigger bases all over the place. Like, what are you filling it with? You can't possibly run main production. Like, a bunch of smaller to medium-sized builds I get. Like, hey, because this area is close to iron, I'm going to make this my smeltery, right? Hey, there's a lot of animals here. I'm going to make this my tanner's hub. But those are small, like, niche things. Like, something this size, I could put a tanner's bench in here if there was that. I couldn't put, the smelters in here. We'd have to be bigger than that, but you get what I'm saying. Like, you could accomplish the same thing with like medium-sized to small builds, and that leaves a lot of real estate for everybody else. Then I see these people that just want to build big. And it depending on how many foundations they lay down, that can really lag out a server too. I'm going to keep you with me. You stand there. I'm going to go to the end screen though, because I think I'm getting pretty hungry. So let's do that. Well, what a night, guys. We accomplished pretty much nothing. We walked around the map quite a ways, and we looked at a lot of things that just aren't quite ready for us. I will try to go live as long as those timers are running down. I will try to go live if we're not working on Wednesday to get some potential loots. The big one being about 4 p.m. on Wednesday, I think. Central time is when that should pop. And hopefully we can get in there and get some very good loot out of it. Maybe even a bunch of thralls. If we get that done, what we might do is might put all of it in a vault and all of our other stuff in a vault. We might go to another server and just kind of level ourselves back up. Put all of our gear, everything in there so we have access to it. We'll maybe farm up a bunch of Zerkers or something, because all of our people are out of their box right now. So they're not in a form where we can move them to a different server. Anyway, I hope you guys had a good time. I had a pretty good time tonight, just kind of exploring, and decay farming is so much fun. I just wish we'd have found something. We did find one, but it was relatively empty. We got a couple of things out of it. Probably a mid player that didn't really do the dungeons and stuff. When you get into the ones that are good, is where they've done the dungeons and they've got really good characters upgraded. But maybe we can go find us a more populous server once we get some vaults put up, and we'll see about that. We'll see. Until next time, guys, I appreciate it, and thank you guys for watching. We'll see you either tomorrow or Wednesday. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.